everyone, dear friends. We're going to explore a very interesting and deep topic together. Why does the divine masculine push away the divine feminine he loves? When you hear this, some of you might think, yes, why does this happen? Many of you have probably encountered similar situations in your own lives. Why does a person step back even when they feel such a deep attraction? Let's think about this together and have a chat. Inner conflicts. I love you, but I'm afraid. You see, there is a striking truth here. Many divine masculines are fighting a war against societal conditioning. On one hand, they feel a deep desire to connect. On the other, there is a voice in their head saying, don't show your emotions, don't look weak. Let's pause here. Where do you think this voice comes from? I'm curious to hear your comments. Speaking of societal conditioning, imagine that from childhood, men are taught, don't cry, you'll look weak. Over time, this belief causes them to build emotional walls like a massive fortress. But at some point, that fortress turns into a prison. This is the divine masculine paradox. He wants love, but approaching love triggers his fears, vulnerability, and true strength. Why are we so afraid of vulnerability? Men have been taught that expressing emotions is a weakness. Yet, in reality, being vulnerable takes courage. Let me share a question with you. Do you think showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness or a sign of true power? Write down what you think. Let me share my own experiences. Expressing your feelings, saying to your beloved, yes, this is my true self, is very liberating. But is it easy? Of course not. Especially if the masculine energy has suppressed this for a long time. Many fears surface. Self-doubt. Am I good enough? And this is another issue. The divine masculine asks himself, am I worthy of her? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Let's be sincere. I'm waiting for your comments. This self-doubt forces many of us to step back. Yet these doubts are actually limits we place on ourselves. When we realize this, transformation begins. Control issues and the desire to win the game. There is also the issue of control, of course. Love is not a game, but the masculine energy might see it as a strategy. How can I win? Yet true intimacy is not something to be won. It is a space to be shared. Let's pause here. Do you think love is a game, or is it like moving together in a dance? Let's discuss. Emotional intensity and avoidance. Emotions can sometimes be frightening, right? For the divine masculine, this intensity can become difficult to handle, and that is when the act of retreating begins. But running away is not the solution. The more he runs, the deeper the problems become. So what can we do? That is the most important question here. At some point, we all have to face our own fears. We must accept vulnerability, let go of control, and open up to one another. This journey is a path of transformation for both the masculine and the feminine. Being authentic and embracing love without conditions is possible for all of us. Finally, my dear viewers, for my twin flame friends who couldn't watch the full video, I am leaving the link below. I thank everyone who watched and shared this topic with me here from the bottom of my heart. It was truly valuable for me to discuss such a deep and meaningful topic with you tonight. It is always a great pleasure and honor to share these conversations with you. One last thing I want to ask you sincerely. What do you think is the first step to overcoming these fears? Write it in the comments. Let's discuss and learn together. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this session, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth guidance. You can check out our book and explore the various resources available through the links in our channel profile. Until the next video, take very good care of yourselves.